A powerful Eternal who can maneuver cosmic energies to create handheld weapons from thin air and produce light, heat, and concussive blasts, Thena is an intelligent warrior who is also a cousin of Thanos. She converts enemies into her lovers, she has amazing superpowers, and she is 4,000 years old. Welcome to Vita Comics, and in today's episode, let's see the origins of Thena of the Eternals. Thena first appeared in the Eternals comic series in 1976, running a two-man army with Makari to rescue Cersei from the mutates of Crow the Deviant. Aside from being an expert in hand-to-hand combat and many armaments, Thena is immortal, which makes her immune to aging, diseases, and most poisons. Because of her psionic ability to manipulate cosmic energy, she is able to manipulate her own molecules to achieve superhuman durability, strength, agility, and regeneration. This psionic ability also gives her the power to create weapons and release concussive forces with heat and light that she can use against her enemies. She can carry around 25 tons of weight. She has minor powers in telekinesis that enables her to create force fields, telepathy over minds weaker than hers, levitation, and occasional teleportation. Thena has a golden body armor and carries a bow that fires cold energy arrows. She also carries an energy spear that can bombard enemies with anti-gravitons or a ring of intense light and heat. However, like other Earthborn Eternals, her immortality depends on her psionic control of her own molecules. Thus, an enemy dispersing their molecules is the way to kill an Eternal. Also, she had Deviants as her lovers in more than one occasion. The race of the Eternals were created by the Celestials, and Thena's ancestry is from the Eternals. Initially named Azura, Thena was born in Olympia. Her father is Zuras, who is the brother of Alars. Alars is the father of Thanos, which makes Thena a cousin of Thanos. To create an alliance with the Olympian gods, Zuras had her name changed to Thena, like that of the Greek goddess Athena. Thena then grew up as a very strong combatant among all the Eternals and a wise scholar. Millenniums after, she encountered Crow in a war in Babylon. Crow is a leader of the Deviants, and the Deviants are the ultimate enemies of the Eternals. Like the Eternals, the Deviants were also created by the Celestials. In the battle, Crow spared her life and fell in love. They tarried in a faraway land but eventually separated. They met again during the Vietnam War, and not long after that, Thena became pregnant with twins. Because having a relationship with a Deviant is unheard of, Thena transferred her unborn children to a barren woman named Miss Ritter through a teleportational transference equipment built in Olympia. Miss Ritter was unaware of the transference and raised them as her own children and named them Donald and Deborah. In recent times, Thena met Crow once more in New York City after rescuing Cersei, where the Eternals and Deviants have publicly introduced themselves to humanity for the first time. Crow brought her to the Deviant city of Lemuria to rekindle their relationship. However, Thena was disgusted by their customs of killing undesirables and the gladiator matches. She met two of the champions, Ransack the Reject, a wild but human-looking deviant, and Carcass, a monstrous-looking but mild-mannered deviant. She offered them sanctuary and protection and brought them to Olympia. Then Thena, Carcass, and Ransack battled the Time Killers. During this time, Thor was researching more about the Eternals and Celestials. He then met Cersei, Carcass, and Thena. The Eternals received an information that the Celestials are coming to judge Earth. Thena joined in the formation of the Unimind together with the other Eternals to stop Arishem, killer of planets, one of the fourth hosts of the Celestials. However, Arishem threatened the gods Odin, Zeus, and Vishnu 100 years ago that they will be cut off from Earth if they interfere with the judgment of Earth. So, Odin and Zeus teamed up to stop the Unimind, so a battle between the Eternals and the Greek and Asgardian gods erupted, where Thena battled Athena. Eventually, Odin changed his mind and used the Destroyer to team up with the Unimind against the fourth host of the Celestials. The Unimind, a collective power of the Eternals, and the Destroyer, a collective power of the Asgardians, were no match against the Celestials. Two of the Celestials, Gamenon and Jemaya, fired a combined beam towards the Unimind. The Eternals dispersed, and because Zuras is the center of the Unimind, he was killed immediately. With the death of Zuras, Thena then became the new Prime Eternal. However, she was accused of Icaris of using the Alpha ship to block the attack against the Deviants and treason as she is in love with a Deviant. On the succeeding attack of Icarus against Crow, Thena saved Crow and the two escaped. Eventually, Thena and Icarus fought for the crown in the Hall of Eternal Judgment. Icarus won and became the new Eternal Prime. Sometime later, Ajax, an eternal guardian of the Incas, was turned into a monster by Dr. Damien to kidnap the twin children of Thena. Dr. Damien was trying to avenge his daughter's death due to the war between the Eternals and the Deviants. He also made Ajax kill other twin children along the way. Icarus traced the evidence they have back to Dr. Damien. Upon retrieving the children, Ajax returned to his normal form. Upon remembering that he killed many children, Ajax committed suicide while killing Dr. Damien with him. Thena was then reunited with Crow and their children. The twins were kidnapped again, this time by Gaur, High Priest of the Deviants, who forced Thena to help Gaur in creating the Anti-Mind. With the help of the group Heroes for Hire, Crow rescued them and the twins transformed into the Dark Angel. Thena later on became a member of the Heroes for Hire, together with Black Knight, The Atom, Hercules, Iron Fist, She-Hulk, and White Tiger. She also reunited with the other Eternals to fight Apocalypse. In the third comic series of Eternals in 2006, created by Neil Gaiman, Sprite, the 11-year-old looking Eternal, became tired of being treated like a child for millions of years and wished to grow up and become immortal. With the help of the power of the Dreaming Celestial, he altered the reality of the Eternals by making them normal humans who do not have memories of their past lives and unaware of their powers. Here, Sprite became a child actor and Thena became Thena Elliott, a researcher at Stark Enterprises, married to Thomas Elliott and with a son, Joey. A party of the Voroshikian embassy organized by Circe and the death of her husband triggered a recovery of her powers and memory. The Dreaming Celestial woke up and Iron Man and Yellow Jacket tried to destroy it. But Thena stopped Iron Man. Eventually, Thena and Joey went back to Olympia and Sprite was killed by Zuras. Later, Thena killed Gilgamesh and Joey became a host of the Horde Scout. Later, the Eternals, together with Thena, apparently committed suicide when they learned that they were never meant to protect humanity, but only to serve as pathogens to prepare humans against the enemies of the Celestials, the Horde. In the Eternals 2021 series, the Eternals, including Thena, were reborn at the Exclusion. However, Thanos was also revived by a traitor among the Eternals. Thanos killed Zuras, which began his killing spree of the Eternals. He also sabotaged the Machine of Resurrection. The Eternals then sought the help of the Deviants. It was later revealed that the traitor was Phastos. Phastos' reasoning behind this is that the Eternals were resurrected in exchange of human lives and that he needs to turn off the machine as it endangers the planet. Finally, in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Thena is portrayed by Angelina Jolie in the 2021 Eternals movie. Here, Thena is a skilled warrior and scholar who was exiled by the Eternals together with Gilgamesh. Overall, despite her immortality and having many superhuman capabilities, Thena has maintained her humanistic traits such as her love for Crow and her love for her children. Are there other members of the Eternals you wish to be featured here? Tell us what you think and hit subscribe.